So, composition of functions. So here I have my two functions, f of x equals x squared plus 4, and g of x equals 4 minus x. And this is the formula. F of g of x, not fog, not a multiplication sign. You can see it's a little bit wider, the circle. It's f of g of x. And a simpler way to write that would be the following. F of g of x. So just so you can understand the concept, what you would do if you had an f of something equals x squared plus x, and let's just say this would be 3. What we would do would be substitute every x for 3. So 3 squared plus 3. Now you're going to do the same thing here in this function, but what you're going to do, instead of being a 3, you're going to be a 4 minus x, because this is 4 minus x, this is g of x. So the formula will be something like f of x equals, and for every x here you substitute for 4 minus x, but since it's squared you need to square this 2, and plus x, so it'll be plus 4 minus x, and parentheses here too. Now all you have to do is simplify. So what you do is this, 4 minus x, and now this is squared, so you do it 2 times, 4 minus x 2, plus 4 minus x again. Now you FOIL this, so 4 times 4 equals 16, and then 4 times negative x equals negative 4x. Do that again, another 4 minus x, and then x, negative x times negative x equals positive x squared, and finally you add plus 4 minus x. Now all you have to do is simplify this, so what you do is the following. So first you start with the bigger terms, so this is squared, this is the biggest one, so x squared, then the x's, so minus 4 minus 4x and minus 4x equals negative 8x, minus x again equals minus 9x, and then 16 plus 4 equals positive 20, and this whole thing equals f of g of x. Now let's do the opposite. Instead of f of g of x, we'll do of g of f of x. Again, what we do is g of f of x, just to make things simpler. And now every time there's an x in the g, we substitute it for x squared plus x. So g of x would be equal to 4 minus, in this case x, so you open parenthesis, x squared plus x. So simpler terms, all you have to do now is simplify, so g of x would be equal to negative x squared minus x plus 4. And just to clarify how I got this negative sign multiplied here shows that this will be negative and this also will be negative, whereas this 4, there's no negative sign here, so it's also positive, so it's positive actually. And bigger terms in front, so x squared is the biggest one here that goes in front, x then comes up, so here's x, and here 4 is still positive and it's the smallest, so this is 4. And just on a side note, as you can see, you got x squared. So take note of this, x squared minus x plus 4 when you did g of x, but when you did f of g of x, you got x squared minus 9x plus 20. So what you can see here is that both answers are different. So the order in which you do both, either g of f of x or f of g of x, will give you different answers.